In some sense, New Year's are irrelevant. By which I mean the Earth continues to rotate on its axis, it continues to move around the Sun continues to move around the Milky Way galaxy, and our marking this is the start of a calendar period and this is where one ends and a new one starts, is irrelevant in the cosmos. And yet it's supremely relevant to us, or can be. And that's why I believe that New Year's, whether they're Jewish New Year or the secular New Year, are moments which can be imbued with religious meaning. We can just mark off the calendar and go, okay, end of December, beginning of January, okay, that doesn't do anything to us. But actually, around a new year, people's behavior tends to change. People begin to get more reflective. Oh, an entire time period has come to an end. Did I achieve what I wanted to achieve? And what do I want to achieve in the next time period? And in some sense, we do that with Rosh Hashanah. We engage in this process of reflection during the month of Elul beforehand, our time for essentially New Year's resolutions, our time to work out where our behavior has not been where we want it to be, and a time to commit to being a different person. And then we apologize to the people we've wronged and show them my behavior. I intend for my behavior to change. And so similarly, when it comes to the secular New Year, the end of December, the beginning of January, people tend to also make resolutions. Interestingly, that's when gyms tend to see the most people appearing in them at the very beginning of January, before suddenly that intention, that resolution disappears because of everything else that's happening in life. Oh, I'm going to be really fit this year. Well, maybe for the first week. What does it mean for us to have resolutions? What does it mean for us to resolve to change our behavior in an arbitrary way? By which I mean, we could choose any month of the year and say, I'm going to resolve to be better this month. But we tend to do it at the end of one time period and the beginning of another. So in some sense it's arbitrary, and in some sense it's not at all, because it's a social construct. It's something that our society, our community holds to. We all tend to behave a certain way around this time. That's part of what it is to be in society, in the larger society. We tend to take a couple of days off because of public holidays. We tend to spend them with family where possible, and we tend to reflect on what we've done over the last year and what we might do for the coming year. And so that leads me to the question, what's your resolution for this year? Not the resolution for the self, but the resolution for our community. What do you resolve to do for our community this coming secular year, 2026? Is it to attend services more? Is it to attend Torah study more? Is it to be involved in committees? Is it to donate a little more? What is it that you intend to do that will change our community? Community, I continue to hold, is the most important human need. We need other people around us to support us. And very often people, especially in today's society, feel, no, I'm independent, I'm powerful, I can do whatever I like, until something happens. At which point they need the structure of community to support them. And so I believe that ritual, community support, connection are all essential human needs. And I believe that we need them, but we often don't realize we need them. And so this period right now is an opportunity for us to reflect on, how can I help our community? How can I help those who will need me? And how can I be a more active part of our community in a way that if I need the community, then I can turn to them. Community isn't just about giving or taking, it's about that interaction, that being together. We very clearly in Judaism, we don't do Judaism by ourselves, essentially. If we have to, we do, but we miss out certain prayers. Judaism is a very communal religion. It's a religion in which our entire ritual canon, essentially, is based around doing it together. And togetherness, as I say, is really important. But different people have different ways of coming together. Some in prayer, some in study, some in social activities, some in many different ways. And so a question for you for today to think about is, what's your resolution for the community? Not what do you need from the community, but what might you give to the community? Because the more people give of themselves, the more they find themselves reflected in the community, enjoying the community more. Now, you might say, well, it's all well and good, Rabbi Neil, to ask the question, what can I do in community? But I don't know the answer. What might I do? If you find yourself with that question, come and talk to me. I'd love to be able to help you find a way for you to connect more this coming secular year in our community. We have so many members, hundreds and hundreds of members, people who connect to the community in many different ways. We're currently planning for 2026 some really exciting educational opportunities, social action opportunities, many more. Things that you're going to hear about in the next week or 2 or 3 weeks. Really exciting things. But now is an opportunity to start asking the question, what is my resolution for the Temple Beth Shalom community? Is it to be more physically present? Is it to be more present in services, in education, in donation, in committees? Is it to be there to help support people who are mourning? Is it there to be part of a care team of people who take care of members if need be? Is it to give rides to people who can't get to temple by themselves? Is it to create a social event, as I'm doing this Sunday? Hopefully you'll have seen the email. Every Temple Beth Shalom member is invited to join us at the cinema to see a showing of the movie David. It's a biblical movie, so why not get together and have a group of members get together, have a bit of fun at the cinema. You can do a lot. We can all do a lot. The more we give to the community, the more our community grows and the more people join. And then it just continues to grow and to be more powerful and connected. And in a world where people are increasingly disconnected, that's why I firmly believe Temple Beth Shalom is such an essential place. So the question for you today is, what is your resolution for our community for 2026? I hope you'll be able to join us this evening. We have a baby blessing. Tomorrow morning's Torah study, we have a really interesting thing. We're looking at politics, essentially. And Joseph and his administration of Egypt in a time of famine, he engages in some really interesting political maneuvering, administrative maneuvering. And I think it's worth just looking at what does he do and how does he do it and would that work today? And then we have our Shabbat Shacharit service, of course. And then also, as I mentioned on Sunday, join us at the cinema. Have a look at the email. You should, if you're a TBS member, you'll have seen an email that will have been sent to you. Join us on Sunday for the showing of David. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of us together, just having a nice social event. I hope to see you this weekend or in the coming week, and I wish you Shabbat Shalom.